Good day.
Good day. Why good day?
No, what a funny one to go with.
The first Greek that came to mind was good day.
Good day.
Has it been a year since you went to Oz or something like that?
Now, 2 years. I mean, madness. Anyway, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, good. Episode 3.
Episode 3, lockdown 2.
Nearly over.
Nearly over.
Nearly out as of, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Saturday now, and as of Wednesday, we're back out of lockdown.
Back at it.
I can't wait.
Same.
Actually cannot wait. I've been doing quite a lot at home regarding Aaron has set up loads of disgusting workouts. Like, they're horrendous. I'm not even joking. Calls them density workouts, and it's just
doesn't have a nice ring to
it. No, even
that.
Even just call it density workout. Yeah, it's not very nice. But been doing loads at home, loads of fizz at home, and I bought a trap bar this week as well from Fit Stuff. Fit Stuff got it delivered across and a load of bumper plates. So
200 for reps.
Yeah, just on the minute every minute for 24 hours. But, it's good. It's like sick bit of equipment. I did like a little review posting, a little video on the Instagram, just to sort of show people the quality of equipment that Fit Stuff are producing, and it is brilliant.
Prefer it to a straight bowl?
No.
Benefit more or not?
No, it does. It's fit for purpose, as in it puts a lot less strain on your back.
Yeah.
But I think where I've been straight bar deadlifting with an Olympic bar for so long now, it's just different, and it feels better. Like, I don't hurt as much in the mornings, and I have no scrazes in my shins, which is quite nice.
Ideal.
Yeah, which is a pro. But
spine hasn't collapsed.
Yeah, my spine hasn't collapsed. I haven't popped a disc or herniated anything. So. But yeah, it's good to still be able to do some deadlifts at home during lockdown, and obviously any future lockdowns that we may go into, then I've got a bit of a better setup there for that as well already.
I'm hoping we don't, but who knows?
What have you been doing over this one?
Fair bit of kettlebells.
Mm-hmm.
I've done the old Pavel Tatsulim route of greasing the groove, not killing myself, but just keeping everything flowing.
Yeah.
Knees been giving me some shit.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to watch that. A lot of cycling.
Yeah.
Awful lot of cycling.
Yeah.
Just pissing off over the downs, really.
Personal question, have you prolapsed your arsehole yet?
Not quite. Very close, because I started fucking about with carnivore diet and had to pull over on the way to work and run into a shell garage because I nearly shit my pants.
Well, I'll tell you what, while we're on the subject of
shitting pants,
let's talk about that. We did a post this week on the Instagram about sort of diets that we've tried and ones that we're looking to try. I did a thing where I basically done, have you tried this or this, this or this, this or this, keto and carnivore and Atkins, and you know how it goes. And for the most part, most people do these diets to lose weight or lose fat. There wasn't literally anyone, not one person, answered for athletic performance or to gain muscle.
Okay.
Which I found quite interesting. So, why are you doing carnivore? My body doesn't respond if I have like a lot of carbs. Mm-hmm. I feel stagnant and shitty, and I don't even sleep that well. It's really weird. Is it? When we talk about carbs, are you talking fruit and vegetables, or are you talking starchy carbs?
Okay, so like fruit and vegetables, I'm alright. Pasta fucks me up.
Mm-hmm.
White bread fucks me up.
Mm.
Sweet potato, I'm okay on.
Are you okay with wheat then? Like wheat products? Wholemeal?
Yeah, wholemeal I'm better with than... But for some reason, my body just doesn't respond to it very well. I've got no way of gauging it properly, but I feel like better on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm tired less, I'm a bit quicker, a bit more responsive. When I'm on carnivore or like a low carb diet, if I've like a lot of carbs, I'm sluggish, tired quicker, have to pull over, have some more water. Don't know, it might all be subliminal, it might not. But at the moment, feeling good with it.
I wouldn't say it's subliminal. I know obviously everyone genetically is made up entirely different from the person next to him. Like, you sit me and you in a room and feed us the same stuff and our bodies would react totally different.
Yeah, because you're the opposite. If you don't have...
Oh, mate, the first time I did that ketogenic diet, it was like good for a week, and then it almost felt like my insides were shutting down. Like, I was getting so much like abdominal pains, and I had no energy for like jiu-jitsu or rolling, or like, I would literally do like 10 rounds in the heavy bag at home and be breathing out my arsehole. Like, it sapped all the energy, all the life out of me. I just felt like crap. I would never do it again. Like, it done its trick. Like, I got pretty lean from doing it. I just felt so lethargic all the time. Like everything else suffered.
It's nuts how, like, I don't know. I think it's good that everyone listens to and reads and adapts and tries these things. But I don't feel anyone's right to say this is the best diet.
Because there is no blueprint. If everyone was made exactly the same, then yeah, that would work. But because everyone is so different genetically, I've ordered that 23andMe.
Okay.
That comes through next week. I bought it on like this Black Friday thing. It's like half price. And
I love the fact you get heritage check discounted.
Yeah, I was like, how cool is that going to be? I'm going to like find out what percentage barbarian or Neanderthal I am. Plus, it gives you like a biology breakdown of what sort of diets you'll suit.
Oh, you went for the premium one.
Oh yeah,
like
mate. I went for the bad boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Black
find
Friday
out.
Bad boy.
Yeah, I'm going to find out if where this chin comes from, and two, what doesn't make me follow through.
They're going to whisk you to the Natural History Museum and immediately study on you.
Yeah, maybe. But
You'll be in a sick glass cabinet next to the David Attenborough signature.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting it. Like, I've bought loads of things over Black Friday. I've bought a tatami tracksuit. I've bought loads of crap I don't need.
Oh, stop.
But out of all of it, I'm looking forward to that 23andMe turning up. And Emma's excited to see, obviously, because then whatever genes I have are potentially passed on
Little gunning
to my future spawn. So when she arrives in a few weeks' time, Emma might be over the moon or bitterly disappointed. She fucking might find out. She's got like this chin up in the air. She had a scan done yesterday. And I like, as you know, I like to tease Emma a little bit. And Emma's like, she's got a little button nose and this, and I'm like, she's got a massive jawline. And she hasn't. But I like to tease Emma about it.
Drawing on it.
Right? Yeah. And I'm like, look, that's a square jaw. And she's like, it's not.
It's a knee.
That's her chest. I'm like, no, it's a square jaw. Yeah, we'll see. So back to the point, what you eat is totally different to what I eat. And like, I need white carbs. I need glycogen in my body to get me through workouts, to get me lifting heavy. I don't store too much fat nowadays, which is quite lucky. I gain weight very quick. Like if I go off of my diet for a week, or if I sort of take my finger off the pulse, so to speak, for a little while, oh mate, I can gain 3 kilos in 2 days. So yeah, it's that's an exaggeration.
That's a dirty bulk.
But yeah, that's like it gains quick. So whereas you find it quite hard to gain weight, really.
Yeah, but it's like a snowball with me down a hill, mate.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a while, but then it builds up.
No lockdown pounds this time, though.
Not too bad.
No, this month's been generous to me. I've stayed at 86.
Generous?
No, mate, first lockdown, I went up to like 91 kilos.
Thick.
Yeah, and I was taking the piss out of Mardell. Like, I weighed in a week later and was like, oh, God, what have I done? So... trips to Gosport every week and just not being able to... That was at a point where we didn't train at all, those first 4 weeks.
Where it was just like savage.
Yeah, nothing. I had no equipment at home. I was living between my house and Emma's house, whereas this time we're all under one roof. Obviously, they've moved in with me now. So it's loads better. This lockdown's been advantageous, if anything. I actually feel like I've improved in certain areas over this month as opposed to the first one.
I feel like this one's had more of a mental toll, though.
Yeah.
I think it's because it just gets, like, I don't know about you, but I'm getting up, it's pitch black, I've got to work all day, driving home, it's pitch fucking black, and then you can't go and, it's been...
I can see what you're saying there,
toll.
Because the first one, like, we were going for walks in Alva Valley and Queen Elizabeth, because the weather was so nice, and late evenings, where, this one, it's like, I'm still at work, so I wake up in the mornings, go to work, and it's dark, and I get home and it's dark.
Yeah.
So, I understand how like mentally draining that can be. But physically, I've not gained any weight. I set myself a few targets at the start of this one. I have a notoriously bad rotator cuff, as you know. Like my right shoulder is ruined.
Not a fan of yours.
No, it's ruined. And so I can't even... I've never been able to do, really... I can do a shoulder press with my left arm, but I can, like, you put 20 kilos on this one and it's not good. Like, it struggles with 20 kilos, which isn't a lot of weight. So I've been working on that. I got the Becoming a Supple Leopard book.
Nice.
So I borrowed that off Jack and started working a few like the shoulder mobility exercises, the tennis ball on the wall and things of that nature.
Helping?
Yeah. And also I've started doing Turkish get-ups.
Which are just an all-round, perfect for jiu-jitsu exercise.
Precisely. So I started doing that at the start of lockdown, so a month ago. I could do it with a 15 kilo kettlebell.
Yeah.
And it was okay. This side up easy, obviously on the right shoulder, ruined. And then up till last week, I can now do it with a 28 kilo kettlebell.
That's beneficial straight out the gate.
Huge, yeah. And that's a clean, really well. Like, I was been videoing myself doing it.
Were you doing the stuff on the supple leopard before you did Turkish get-ups, or did you do it all at the same time?
I started doing it all at the same time, yeah. So I started rehabbing my shoulder every other day. So I've got like exercises, different mobility exercises and stuff that I do before I train.
Yeah.
And it's literally 10 minutes of like stretching and just like using mobility things for my shoulder. And then 5 minutes doing it after as well. So I do like whatever Aaron had set out for me, then I would do some Turkish get-ups just for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, brilliant. And like I say, over the period of a month, it's gone from struggling with 15 kgs to convincingly doing it with 28. And probably, if I had a bigger kettlebell, I would try and go heavier.
If anything, then you sort of pull the benefit out of the lockdown.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
This one, unlike the first one where it was just a chore, this month, there's actually been some form of progression, which I needed.
I feel guilty for just watching The Crown loads now.
Watching The Crown. I've started The Mandalorian season 2. I've done like 4 episodes this week. I know I'm ahead of you. You started the 2 episodes. I was like, I'll watch that. And yeah, now I'm ahead of you.
I'm going to have a Christmas binge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love The Mandalorian. But anyway, more back to this. So you're doing carnivore.
Yeah.
How many times have you almost followed through this week?
Only once this week. Yeah, too much coffee too quick.
And how long have you been doing it now, carnivore?
I've got to be coming up 12 days.
12 days, okay.
Yeah.
And was the first couple of days a bit ropey?
First day fine, second day insane headache, just because my body was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
After that, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just the bowel control that's risky.
Are you doing strictly red meat or talk
No,
what's your average? What's your normal day look like?
Strictly red meat. I listened to, oh God, I've forgotten his name now. The guy that wrote the book, The Carnivore Diet, completely vanished out my brain now. So I'm adding small amounts of like fats in, or eggs, or butter. But I'm not staying stringently with red meat.
Okay.
Just meat and fish as an encapsulating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not strictly carnivore, because carnivore is steak, isn't it?
I re-listened to the podcast with him, and he says, I fucked about and did chicken, but then like hardcore carnivore people have gone like just steak or just red meats like venison, elk, obviously beef.
Is it an expensive diet?
No, not really.
No?
No, I could see how it is. If you go down the route of I'm just going to do grass-fed ribeye, then yeah, you could fucking rack it up quick.
And it's not like in the States, because I know like Joe Rogan, for instance, went carnivore at the beginning. I can't remember, it was the beginning of this year or last year. But he has all his own elk in like a freezer that he's hunted himself. Obviously, we did have all hunting bans in the UK, so
yeah, we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's not like you can even go out and shoot a deer and then take it home and eat it.
But no, I can see how it could be expensive. I don't think I'll do it forever. Definitely not. Plus Christmas is around the corner. You think I'm missing mince pies?
Gluttonous.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I feel better for it. Definitely. I feel lighter. It's affected my mood a bit as well. Like I feel
positive.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just subliminally. Like once again, but yeah, you can see how I go with it.
And you're smashing the CBD as well at the moment.
Smashing the CBD. Yeah.
Are you finding? I was talking to Bill Cooten about that this week because he's started using the CBD, and he was saying he hasn't found any benefits for anti-inflammatory, but anxiety.
Yeah.
As a business owner, he doesn't suffer with anxiety where it's entirely debilitating, but he wakes up on mornings and there's stuff on his mind. He said since using the CBD, that's the biggest benefit he's seen is less anxiety.
Yeah, same to be honest. Like I had a particularly stressful day at work Thursday and felt shit, like all anxious and had that, and it wasn't instant. It wasn't. But by the time I'd had that and sat down and had a drink and did some kettlebells, I felt a little bit more clarity and just sort of had a word with myself. But yeah, I haven't found the benefits yet on my body. But then everyone I spoke to said, no, you need to be on it for like a month before you'll start seeing the inflammation and things like that.
I haven't been using it yet. For me, it's another thing to forget to take. And I know. So you want to take CBD because potentially there's these really good health benefits that
Mm.
improve like CTE and stuff like that, but then it's your CTE preventing you from taking it because you can't remember that it's in the cupboard.
I don't know how quick it changes the other way. So if you're on it consistently for 6 months, if you stop using it, how quick does it clear out your system?
That's true, yeah.
I don't know enough about it really.
I notice an immediate difference if I stop taking my supplements. So if I stop taking fish oils, if I stop taking like my ZMAs before I go to sleep at night and things like that, I notice a difference within days of not taking it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the same. If it's because it's a bit of a slow burner when you start taking it, or you said it takes probably like a month. Is it the same that when you come off it, it takes a while to?
But I don't know whether it's just a placebo thing with the anxiety either. I'm not too sure. Like I say, I don't know enough about it, but it has helped.
I don't really suffer with a lot of anxiety. You're a thinker. That's where me and you differ. Like you sort of overthink things.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so I find that a lot of people that suffer with anxiety tend to be more academic and more thinky, if that's even a thing. Whereas I'm like, I'll ignore it until it becomes a really bad problem.
Donald Trump it.
Yeah, until it's on fire, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? So, talking about the Donald Trump thing, did you hear Alex the other day when we went for coffee?
No.
He was talking about martial arts and how his friend's in the Metropolitan Police and he's going to start doing martial arts, and he called it, he didn't know the name of it, and he called it Maga Krav.
Damn, I want to get Indian from there. It sounds really good.
Not Krav, I was
Maga Krav.
I said, do you mean Krav Maga? He was like, yeah, that's it, Krav Maga. I was like, Maga Krav. It's like, make America great again, Krav.
Oh, God's sake.
But it made me chuckle. So let's start talking about a few events coming up. Tonight is the big one. We've got...
It's weird that we're saying this is the big one in 2020. It's like we've fallen in a time machine.
Mate,
but
it's sold the most PPV of any sporting event of all time.
Fuck off.
Straight up. It's beat McGregor Mayweather. It's beat all the UFCs, all the boxing. Mayweather Pacquiao. It's outsold all of them.
He's definitely going to buy another tiger, isn't he?
No, because it's all going to charity, isn't it?
Bollocks.
Or is it just their purses going to charity? I don't know. But yeah, it's sold more pay-per-views than any other.
It's all going to the Tiger King's legal case.
If you're listening and you don't know what we're talking about, clearly we're talking about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. So that's tonight. I've bought it. I've paid $19.95 or whatever it was.
I wasn't going to watch
Sport.
it, but I might have to. You showed me the video of the weigh-in, and it's
sick.
Tyson looks ridiculous.
It's just like T flexing at the end.
Yeah,
like Roy Jones Jr. walks away.
Exhibition match, no knockouts apparently.
That's bullshit. Even Roy Jones Jr. said, like, I mean, are you going to trust a convicted rapist not to hurt anyone? There's not. Sorry, Mike, if you're listening to this, we know she had it coming. But
oh my God.
we've just lost loads of listeners.
And that's the female demographic gone.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, like, you get arguably one of the most animalistic heavyweights on the planet. Do you really think he's not going to go for broke and try and finish that fight?
It was his attitude change as well.
Yeah.
Like he went from I've got a cannabis company, I'm chill to I want to kill this man.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's charity for exhibition.
Mate, if you go back and watch him on JRE a year ago to watching him this year, as soon as the fight was announced,
It's a unit.
No, not as in like his stature, his physicality, as in his whole demeanour is different. But the first time, like you say, he was happy-go-lucky. He's talking about DMT and psychedelics and how much weed he smokes and how he's loving his life and that he doesn't take himself too seriously. He's a good person. And, mate, he just turns into the God of War. Do
you think that's the whole... Because he was hypnotised, wasn't he, as a young man?
Yeah.
Do you think that's the programming just coming back out?
I just think... And he said it both before he had the fight announced and since, in that when he trains, even when he's just hitting pads, it ignites his ego. And his ego is dangerous. The thing that I sort of found that was the most scary thing he said on the most recent JRE was that he finds hurting people orgasmic. Wow! And I was like, I have to watch it.
Isn't one of the Paul brothers on the undercard?
Yeah, not
Logan Paul. What's the other one?
I don't know, but yeah, he's on the undercard. He's fighting a basketball player, isn't he?
For fuck's sake.
But he's Jake Paul.
That's it.
Yeah, he's called out. So he said if he beats this basketball player, he's already called out all of... Basically, he's targeting McGregor's camp.
Right.
So he's called out Dylan Dennis first.
To do what?
Box.
Okay, what? Right.
I know. And then he said I'm going to go through all of McGregor's training partners and then fight Conor McGregor. Because Logan Paul, and there's talk of Logan Paul and Mayweather fighting, isn't there?
Why?
I don't know. It's all money. Let's be honest. These YouTube stars, all they're really interested in is making money. And if people are going to pay £20 pay-per-view to watch two morons box, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Logan Paul is a stud.
Good wrestler.
Yeah, fantastic wrestler.
Good wrestler.
And is in phenomenal shape. But fighting Mayweather, their name shouldn't even be in discussion.
Look, we saw what happened when Mayweather fought the best Japanese kickboxer of all time. Mm-hmm. And he dismantled him in 2 rounds, and then the kickboxer cried.
And what he done to McGregor.
Yeah.
Like, McGregor really had no way of being in there with him. They're not in the same round when it comes to boxing.
Talked his way in there,
as a combat sports athlete, if they were fighting in an MMA fight, I'd understand.
No, but then the argument's the other way. Then Mayweather has no business being in there.
Yeah, you will very rarely see a boxer doing MMA because it's just entirely counterproductive. Queensberry rules protect a boxer.
Yeah.
And that's for good reason. And it's pugilism, that's what it is.
Ooh.
I know.
Not a thinker.
I know, I know. I've got some vocabulary on me. We're sitting there sort of bashing all these pay-per-view bought fights, but I'm really excited for Eddie Hall and Rafael Bjornsson.
Yeah, same.
2021, you've got these two juggernauts of world's strongest men.
Both have won World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
Both are over 20 stone.
Yeah.
Eddie Hall is so graceful swimming, though. Have you seen him swim?
Eddie Hall, he posted a thing this week. He's 165 kg and he's got abs. How does that work?
It's a white Bob Sapp.
Yeah, 165 kilograms and he's got abs.
Who you got for it?
I think Eddie Hall.
Same.
Because I think it's cardio.
And he'll get underneath him.
Yeah.
Thor's so big.
I've watched them both do pad work, and don't get me wrong.
You say I watched him fight on Game of Thrones.
No,
that doesn't count.
Yeah, gouging out bloody the Mandalorian's eyes.
Oh fuck
It's him, isn't it? Yeah.
Pedro Pascal.
That's it. I forgot the name, but yeah, I can only see it going. I think Eddie Hall's going to beat him because, again, like you said, he's a swimmer.
Yeah,
and because he's got fantastic cardio for a big dude. Whereas you see Rafael, and I've already watched Rafael hitting pads, and he gasses out really quick. And I think that's going to be the difference in that match.
You saw it in World's Strongest Man. Shout to Terry Holland. Like Eddie Hall would smash the event, so it was like carrying things for distance or most reps. Mm-hmm. In terms of like the big one-off lifts, he's still got the world record for deadlift.
No, Rafael beat it.
Oh, in a controlled environment where no one else could monitor it.
In his own gym by £2.
Bullshit. But he's an out-and-out athlete. Yeah. Eddie Hall for sure.
And he's in phenomenal shape now. Like he's trimmed down a lot since winning World's Strongest Man. Obviously, you have to have the weight behind you to win that contest.
Yeah.
But if you see him now, he looks incredible. Like I say, 165 kilos with abs. Yeah. It's honestly, heavyweights are on the rise, mate. And even in the UFC, there's some phenomenal heavyweights now. I'm a bit gutted that the title's being held up in the UFC the way it is. I know Stipe's getting old; he's got to look after his health. But you've got people knocking on the door. Ngannou needs
not
that
the same. He's not the same fighter that he was when he fought him the first time.
No, and he's wasting his prime because the title's been held up so long. Ngannou hasn't fought in a year. That's not right.
Do Jones versus Ngannou?
Yeah.
Stipe comes back, fights it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think Ngannou should have to fight again to solidify his number one contender spot.
No, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying if he wants to fight, he should fight. I don't know. But
that's potentially losing everything you've worked hard for.
As opposed to potentially sitting on your prime. That's the problem.
Yeah. What do you think about John Jones moving up to heavyweight?
I like it. I see him being dominant. Then him and Adesanya fighting at some point. I just don't see Jones losing.
But do you think Adesanya will move up to heavyweight then?
No, I think Jones they'll meet in the middle. Adesanya will go up, Jones will drop down, and it will be, I don't know if they'll fight for a title or it will just be
a catchweight legacy fight.
Yeah, exactly that. And then I would not be surprised if Jones retires after that.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking on, I think it was Twitter the other day, and Jones put something on there like it was along the lines of, everyone's making out that I've got to do what Izzy says at the stadium he chooses in 2021 like he wants. He's like, I'm the draw. I'm John Jones. I'd
argue that.
Arguably undefeated light heavyweight. Has had more total defences than any other champion. was the youngest ever champion in the UFC.
I agree with all of that. This is fact. It's impossible not to agree with it. But I think the problem is, if you ask someone who's not an MMA fan, they will know Adesanya more than they know Jones.
Because of his kickboxing as well.
Because of who he is. He comes out, he's the last style bender, the personality. Like, you know, he's featured on Complex, he's featured in GQ.
He's commentating on the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. He's one of the commentators.
You know,
He's putting himself out there, isn't
he? He shit talks in a clever way. He's from a really, fuck me, city kickboxing, you know, but the waiting list for that's through the roof now.
Yeah.
He's so unconventional, but in a non-disrespectful way.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Whereas if you ask the boys in the gym, they'll go, yeah, Jones. John Jones, one of, if not the greatest of all time.
But they're all MMA fans.
But to casual fans, Adesanya is the name. Yeah. It's the McGregor effect all over again.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know, he's on the front of the UFC game.
Yeah.
It's things like that. And this is we're getting into that realm now with MMA and stuff like that of it's marketing driven.
Yeah, because John Jones' real only marketing standpoint is anti-doping.
Yeah.
No, it sounds silly, and I know, but his legacy will always be tainted by the drug tests.
And running over a pregnant woman.
Yeah, on drugs.
He
went back for his baggy, James. He was clearly off his nut. Fucking third degree gun.
I agree. Jones, you know, record-wise, is better. His only loss shouldn't be a loss because he was disqualified for a move that's ridiculous.
12-6 elbow.
But yeah, I think Adesanya does demand where that happens, and I see it happening in Melbourne.
As he wants.
Biggest stadium.
So you think he holds
biggest
all the
stadium on earth? Yeah, he does. I think he does.
Yeah. Shit. Controversial.
Okay, well, let's see where it happens, because it won't be in Vegas.
Have you seen the heavyweights that have been added to the December 14th card?
No.
Greg Hardy and Tabura.
Ooh.
That's got fireworks written on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Both guys come forward and just throw it lather. What do you think about the Chimaev and Leon Edwards? I know we touched upon it briefly last week. Do you think it's too much too soon for him?
No, I don't actually.
You don't?
I think...
I'm going to show you something.
Okay, what are you going to show me?
Khamzat Chimaev's UFC opponents have had a combined record of 7-13 in the UFC. Phillips 1-5 in the UFC, Reese McGee 0-2 in the UFC, and that Gerald Miskrat 6-6. Ooh, look at that! I saw that.
I don't think it's too much. I don't think he'll win.
Yeah.
I think Leon Edwards is going to beat him.
Yeah.
But he's not going to stop him.
You don't think?
Cut to, I'm on here going, wow, Leon Edwards knocked him out in 3 sets. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Leon Edwards is going to win. I think Leon Edwards is the dark horse of that. But he's the complete opposite to what we said about Adesanya. He's quiet, keeps himself to himself, phenomenal athlete.
Marketability is a problem, though. No one wants to fight him because their stock doesn't go up.
But it's not if he smashes him.
Yeah.
Complete.
Oh, him taking the Khamzat Chimaev fight is a real smart strategy. They removed him from the rankings and he's like, well, okay, I'll just smash your boy.
That's the thing. I think he said that in the interview as well. Like, he's going to expose Dana White's boy or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is fucking interesting. To be honest, that's the fight I'm looking forward to the most this year now.
Okay. And that's literally in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
We're watching that together.
Hell yeah.
Come over, we'll put that one on. So, more UFC talk. We've got Khabib retired. There's been talk this week that he's going to come back and do the 30-0. I was talking to Chris Hill about this last night because he put a message on Instagram, do you think Khabib will come back and do 30 fights? And then we got into a 40-minute discussion back and forth of what we think are the options.
Don't think he will.
You don't?
I don't.
But he posted on Instagram this week about see you soon day now. They got a meeting and he's still in the USADA testing pool.
I just don't see it happening.
But why is he still being drug tested if he's not retired?
There is that. It's not like he's going to be doing ADCC.
No, exactly. He's still in the UFC testing pool.
For me, like I said the other day, I made this joke. My OCD can't deal with 29-0. Okay. 30-0 has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
But it's a promise to your mum, and he's out and out Muslim.
Yeah.
Chechnyan, so they're very honourable people.
Yeah.
And it's all to do with his late father, which you don't. But I don't know.
But his promise to his late father was to go 30 and up.
He's not money driven.
I know. But his promise to his late father was to go 30 and up. 30 fights, then call it a day. Win, lose or draw.
I don't know.
Say he does come back for one fight. This is the discussion we were having last night. Say he does come back for one more. Who do you think he faces?
I don't think GSP.
I think if they could do the GSP fight, that would be the best fight. Like, that would be huge. Marketability, like one of the greatest of all time, against arguably the greatest of all time.
Yep.
But there's the argument that one, GSP is too old.
Yep.
It'd have to be at some form of catch weight, so it wouldn't be for a title. Is GSP going to be interested if he's not a 3-weight world champion? No. Can he make lightweight? There's a lot of questions.
Hey, GSP can't make lightweight. He's a fucking unit. Mm-hmm. There's no way, regardless of Feroz the hobby at his side.
Okay.
I think, honestly, if it was going to happen, you have McGregor Poirier in January. If McGregor goes out there, starches Poirier, calls him out next year, November, the Madison Square Gardens card. Mm-hmm. Everyone's vaccinated. Everyone's got some money to spend. McGregor, Khabib, Madison Square Gardens. Khabib chokes him out again, retires at 30. It's the only way I don't see GSP happening.
I don't see Khabib ever fighting Conor McGregor.
It's not going to happen in Dublin.
Uh-huh.
Definitely not. It will happen in New York because you've got, I think, 40% of Irish Americans, sort of that side of it's eastern side of America, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but why are you so anti? Well, not anti, but
I'm not anti. I just don't think Khabib will ever give Conor the time of day again. I think he knows it hurts him more to beat him and go off into the sunset than it is to ever give him the rematch.
But if he goes out there and starches Poirier, who is arguably number 2...
But Khabib smashed Poirier.
True. Khabib smashed most people he's fought.
That's what me and Chris were saying.
The only person he hasn't really smashed was Aulai Quinta.
Yeah. And that was short notice replacement within days. He was training for Holloway, wasn't he?
Wrestler versus wrestler as well.
So I personally think it's GSP or no one. I don't think he's beat Gaethje, he's beat McGregor, he's beat Poirier. You've got Chandler, arguably in the mix from Bellator.
I don't see Chandler getting past Ferguson.
Well, Chandler's not fighting Ferguson. Ferguson's fighting Oliveira. Why? Why not? That's a fucking amazing match.
But Chandler Ferguson would have been amazing.
I think.
What if they finally do the cursed fight of Ferguson versus Khabib?
It's never going to happen. Ferguson's got so far to go now since Gaethje beat him to get back into title contention. So you've got, like you say, McGregor Poirier, Ferguson Oliveira. So that only leaves Gaethje to fight Chandler.
I think Chandler goes through Gaethje. Controversial.
Yeah, but Gaethje can wrestle his nuts off.
How did that go against Khabib?
Khabib's different. Khabib's not mortal. Khabib's some sort of Chechen demigod. It makes no sense. He beats the studs of studs wrestlers. He beats people that are 3 times his weight.
He triangled him out of mercy. Didn't want to hurt his arm.
Yeah, in front of his parents.
It's fucking nuts.
It's ridiculous, I know. But it just sort of, this legend of Khabib just grows stronger and stronger. But the only person that he would be interested in fighting and that makes sense is a legacy fight like GSP. Nothing else makes sense because he's beat the top 3 convincingly. Not just.
I guess they sell it as the GOAT fight, like actually settle it once and for all.
Yeah.
Because when you talk, there's 4 people that always come up: Khabib, John Jones, Demetrius Johnson, and obviously GSP.
That's it.
In terms of GOAT, Anderson Silva, not so much anymore.
That hurt.
Yeah, it hurt.
It hurt my heart.
Sorry.
Don't bring that up. Move on. So, yeah, it can't really go any other way, can it? It's GSP or no one. And I think if Khabib can convince the UFC to give him the GSP fight, I think he'll go 30-0. If not, I think he'll go off into the sunset and that'll be it.
Where do they do it, though? Oh, do it in Moscow.
Who cares?
He's sick. In the Kremlin. In the centre of the Kremlin.
I mean, there are so many Russian
Putin's
fans.
the ref.
Yeah, but then you'll just Firas Zahabi will just disappear because
like in a black mug, just thrown in the back.
Putin wants his boy to win. It'd be cool if it was in Russia. And the good thing about GSP is that he's marketable in every country. Like, I don't know any fans that dislike GSP. There's no nationality. He's such like a staple of MMA.
Captain America doesn't like him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But do you know what I mean? He can go anywhere and fans will love him.
Yeah.
He's not out, and because he doesn't trash talk, he's not like the McGregor who talks shit about your family, your nationality, and all these things. Because
he's super respectful.
Yeah, he's always been respectful.
He's Quebecois, isn't he? So he's, it's like one of the nicest people on earth.
That's what I mean. So I think wherever they go, it's marketable.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. I think that would be the biggest fight in MMA.
It would be a weird one to watch the lead up to. Because there'd be no drama.
Be no trash talk. It would literally be about legacy.
Just be respect, wouldn't it? It would be interesting to watch.
Mm. Like I said, I think that would be
But that's why I think it might not sell as well.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. It's all ifs, buts and maybes.
I still think do it in the Kremlin. So
good. So we get to go back to training in the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
Yeah.
I know they're discussing sort of the semantics of what we can do in regards to, is it socially distanced? Can we do it in like groups of 6? Can we do bubble training?
Why is Ben Gilbert's foot so strong?
Yeah, that makes no sense. There's now a bounty on Ben's feet for when we return to training because no one's been able to footlock him yet. Honestly, I would put him in there with Gordon Ryan and be like, Gordon, footlock him. Not heel hooks.
No. But out and out foot.
Toe holds. Mate, I've thrown toe holds on him, estoma locks, you've attempted knee bars. He just doesn't tap to foot locks or leg locks. Ever.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got muscles on his feet. Like, how most people's feet are flat like this. He's got his goes straight up to his shin.
You know, like when mountain goats stand on the side because of how strong they can move their. That I can imagine Ben do that, just standing on the side of a cliff, just like sheer cliff. He's there like, lads, you right?
Yeah, just not going anywhere.
No, just nothing.
So yeah, for all the listeners, there is now a bounty on our teammate Ben's feet. So we've had a whip round at the gym. And when we return to training, everyone's just going to be diving on footlocks. So if you ever meet Ben Gilbert at a comp in the however distant future, go for his feet and there's a cash prize.
This might play in Ben's favour though, because comps, people will be doing risky shit to get his foot.
Just diving
and he's going to dominate them. He's going to take their back every single time.
I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go, but
It's been nice to get back training properly.
Yeah. I can't wait to properly start rolling, seeing like powers I haven't seen in the best part of a year. That's the thing.
Compete as well.
Yeah, I haven't competed at brown belt yet. I've had a brown belt for nearly a year.
For a year in December.
That's ridiculous. And you haven't competed at purple belt.
Nope.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
So. But again,
I don't think that'll be till summer next year, earliest, if I'm being honest.
I don't know, because they've reintroduced spectator sports. You can have 2,000 people in the crowd now.
It's going to take someone going first. That's the thing. Someone's going to have to put the cock on the block and go, right, we're doing a comp, we're running it like this, no one tests positive, and then...
No one tests positive, like it's a choice. Are you going to get a vaccine if they offer it?
Don't know. If I get superpowers, yeah.
Superpowers?
No, I don't know. It depends. I don't know how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, but yeah, if it meant I can go back to normal life, yeah, fuck it. So
I'm a bit like... I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'm like, if it doesn't affect me, why do I need a vaccine for it?
I just hope they don't do some sort of card system or you can't do this because you haven't had that, because that's in breach of your own sort of
human rights.
Yeah, but God, we're creeping.
We'll wait and see.
Creeping off topic here.
We're going back into like Alex Jones territory, getting Ash Kilvington on to talk about coronavirus again. So the other thing we wanted to bring up, and we sort of touched upon it at the start regarding nutrition, was some of the subjects that we spoke about in the week about picking a lane and sticking to it, so to speak, regarding training and nutrition.
Yeah. So
either focusing on one aspect, as in fat loss as a subject, muscle gain, athletic performance, picking a nutrition plan that accommodates that, but also a training plan. I know you're banging into your cycling at the moment.
I'm actually doing a race.
What?
I've entered a cycling race.
Okay, talk us through that.
End of January for Alzheimer's, South Downs gravel race. All over the South
Alzheimer's. People are going to forget where they're going.
Probably, I think you get there and just forget like the wheels on your bike. Or something. Yeah. No, it's for the Alzheimer's charity. So all the money raised for it and all the entrance fees go towards that.
Is that a road race?
No, gravel. So it starts up on the downs, and you do like a 70-kilometre loop. So it's got a little bit of road, a lot of farmland, gravel, hills. Yeah, just...
How many people are in the race?
100 people.
And so I take it's based on your time as opposed to who crosses the finish line.
Yeah. You've got staggered times.
Yeah.
So you have like a scrutineering section, check your bike, check you're not doing any fuckery afoot. Mm. And then you have staggered start times, 10 people, and then it's done on your time, not... Yeah.
How many Russians have you employed for performance-enhancing drug use?
Definitely going to rewatch that on Netflix.
Yes. It's that HGH and test next week. So when's the race?
24th of January. It's a Sunday.
So not even that far.
No, not long.
That's well cool.
7 weeks.
And the distance to the race, how far is...
70 kilometres.
That's far.
That's going some,
Yeah. And so what time... Have you got yourself a time in your head?
No idea.
No?
Never done it. I don't know.
Are you going to at least attempt it like maybe a weekend before? Like, not the weekend before, but at some point...
The day before.
At some point before the race between now and the 24th of January.
I'm creeping my distances up gradually and I'm doing a lot more hills. I have no idea what's a good time. Absolutely no fucking.
Is that why you bought like the fanny pants that you had on earlier?
Or the spandex beasts.
Spandex with like the clustered arsehole.
The gooch cut, as I called it. Yes, look, I just think... Look, it's annoying I can't compete in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I don't think I will be in January because of all this.
No.
They're doing this... So you've got to wear a mask while they check your bike. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I just thought, fuck it. Try it. Why not? Raise a bit of money for charity.
It is a good idea. Like you say, as long as you don't forget where you're going.
In my head, podium, rip it off and I've got a T.A.P t-shirt underneath.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But imagine like you actually lose your way. 70 kilometres is quite a distance. You end up in like the sticks somewhere, like over in the New Forest. How the fuck did I get here?
But no, it's the South Downs gravel race.
Oh, that'd be sick.
But I'm looking forward to it actually, to be perfectly honest.
It's setting yourself a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's a really good idea.
Bit of money for charity.
Yeah.
Test my...
You're going to carb load before, just eat loads of mac and cheese.
No, I'll definitely shit my pants.
Yeah. Are you going to stick to carnivore?
No, I'm fucking coming off of it for Christmas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how much longer are you going to give it? Because we're on... What's the date today?
Creep up right up until Christmas.
Yeah.
Then enjoy myself over Christmas.
Eat
and then
Smarties.
Eat loads of Smarties. Mince pies, sausage rolls. And then, I will get on it definitely probably 4 weeks before, at least.
Nice.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's what I need. I miss competing. I need something to sink my teeth into.
Don't get me wrong. I know that I'm just going to get absolutely smoked by people that have done countless races, and it's like their absolute love.
So you're not looking to win?
No,
mate. If you're not first, you're last.
No, I'm not looking to win at all. I definitely won't be pissy if I don't place.
Yeah.
But no, it ticks a few boxes. I feel like I'm doing something good. I've got a goal to look forward to.
I think that's what it's about, is setting yourself a target. Well, this is what I want to accomplish. That's what I miss about comps. That's what I miss about training for comps. It's not the competition day was very good, regardless of obviously win, lose or draw. It's more about how it gets you training in the lead up to the comp.
Yeah.
Like you look after your nutrition a bit better, you eat your vegetables, you take your supplements, so you're monitoring your weight to make sure you're on weight, things of that nature. And that's one of the things we've got the next guest coming on now lockdown.
Yeah.
We've got James Nichols Nutrition coming on.
Looking forward to it.
In a couple of weeks. And he's doing the MNU course, Martin Nutrition. Which is like the gold standard for nutritionists.
He's a bit of a Muay Thai beast as well.
And he's a Muay Thai practitioner. He actually works with a load of MMA athletes that takes them through their weight cuts and their nutritions, like through training camps and stuff like that. So we'll talk to him. Obviously, for our demographic, he's the perfect candidate to come on and talk nutrition.
If anyone's got any questions for him, let us know as soon as possible. Yeah,
that's a great idea. We're going to run like a proper Q&A session with him. So like a segment of the podcast when he comes on, we'll literally have a list of questions.
What's your favourite colour?
Yeah, what's your favourite dinosaur? So if you've got questions like James says, make sure you get them over to us. I'm looking forward to talking to James. We're going to have to change names on that podcast. I just realised, because you're James and he's James. So Elsie for the foreseeable. But get your questions over to us. I'm looking forward to it because he's very fixed on combat athletes have to have a diet which includes carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Because they need glycogen to restore everything, obviously, in training camps. He's gone down the route of... He's tried all the diets in the past, made all the mistakes like we have he's look. When I first started training, I remember I was looking at like bodybuilding.com, nutrition diets.
Yes.
How is that going to help? Like,
Muscle farm.
It will assist hypertrophy, which
12
is not
pounds
what
of muscle in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah, but for actual combat athletes, it's important that you like increase your carbs on certain days and decrease on like non-training days. And James is going to talk us through all those things, and also hopefully through the process of weight cutting. I mean, go on.
Quiz him on what the fuck I should do for this race then.
Yeah,
a few weeks.
That's
before.
what I mean. It's a good idea. It's a perfect time to get him on and talk about those subjects. So yeah, I think we'll pretty much call it there today. We said that it was going to be a shorter episode, so this was just going to be like a highlight. This is who we've got on. We've got some professional boxers coming on. Yep. We've got Aaron Davies coming on. I think we're going to do James and Aaron. So we'll have like 2 guests on before Christmas. Yep. Then maybe we'll do one post-Christmas where it's just the 2 of us. Then we'll start working through the other guests. Jim Buddy have set us up with a load of MMA fighters that are coming on.
We will at some point get Stump back.
Yeah, I like having Stump on. Stump's literally one of the best people to talk to because he's very honest. There's no bullshit with Stump. Like if he's having a hard time through training camp, if he's getting his arse handed to him at different teams, he's quite open and honest and talking about it and how long he's got left and all these things. So we'll definitely get Stump on. I know he's been trying to get. There was potential that there was a event in December, but he was saying the other day that that's fallen through. They can't find him an opponent.
I just don't see stuff like that until middle of next year. But
well, you say that Celtic Gladiator did their event last week, mate, and it was such a good event. I bought the pay-per-view. It started at, I think it was at midday, and I didn't start watching it at midday. I missed some of the prelims. I think I started watching it about 3 p.m. It went on to like 10 p.m. They had such an insane amount of fights. I tuned in purely because Lexi Rook was on it and Mohamed Makayev was on it. Do you remember at Brighton we met him when he was like a juvenile and he was like a juvenile blue belt. I think he was like 15 at the time, and he won the juvenile category. Then he won the adult category at his weight, and then he smashed a load of people in the absolute.
Yeah, he lost in the final with the absolute.
Yeah, to the biggest guy in the competition on points. But the kid is just a beast. He's undefeated. I think he's 6-0 now in pro MMA, and he fought on Celtic Gladiator, and he finished the lad in the first round. He caught him with a flying knee, and then real slowly and methodically just picked him apart like once. And the guy tapped to strikes because the knee opened up a huge gash in his forehead. But great fight, but he just looked so confident, so calm, collective, and yeah, it was really good to watch.
Just one thing, talking about tapping to strikes. Shogun Hua.
I know.
Shocked by that.
Yeah. What's his name?
Craig. Paul Craig.
Paul Craig. Craig Paul, whatever
Craig
his
Paul.
name is. Shona Paul.
Scottish. It was not Sean Paul.
But, I didn't like that. I'm sort of finding that all these
legends
that got me into the sport of mixed martial arts, that were the reason I started watching it.
Yeah.
Like you say, Anderson Silva, Shogun Hua, even
Vanderlei.
Vanderlei Silva, the likes of Lyoto Machida, all these people. They're sort of coming to the end of their lifespan now, and they're all taking losses to people.
They're not dipping out gracefully. This is the problem.
No.
But then I guess it's an addiction, isn't it? If you've done it all your life, that's when you feel best.
And they started the sport at a time where there wasn't a lot of money in it. Like if you imagine Anderson Silva was the megastar that Conor McGregor is now, and the money was in the sport back when Anderson Silva was at his prime, the guy would have retired years ago.
Yeah, true.
But now it's just getting to the point where there's money in fighting.
Yeah.
Like boxing has been a money sport for years.
Yeah.
MMA is getting to the point where you can now earn a considerable living, but during their heydays, that wasn't the case. You weren't earning millions for a fight. So not all of these legacy fighters, these older guys, they haven't got
the millions
a property
in the
portfolio in the background, or they haven't made these sound financial decisions, which is probably why their careers are going on far too long. And it's gutting to see, because like I say, they're the people that got me interested in the sport of mixed martial arts, and you're seeing your idols like getting beaten to shit and sort of not going out on their shield in a good way. It's hard to watch.
That's a bleak end to the podcast.
We're just going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Fuck MMA. I'm joking. Right. Yeah, we'll call it there. As per usual, give us a like, subscribe. We'll be back in 2 weeks with James Nichols, so get your questions over to us. We'll run a poll on Instagram and Facebook over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, make sure you get your questions
We've got
in.
some very swaggy hoodies on the way.
Oh mate, black
Very
and black.
swaggy.
Yeah, we sold out of t-shirts, and obviously where we're coming into the winter months now, we're not going to get another round of t-shirts just yet. We're going for some black on black hoodies. So
Adam shot my Asylum podcast long johns idea.
Yeah, and Jane wanted like his cycling shorts to be Asylum podcast inspired. He just wanted our logo on his crutch.
Just tap on the nuts.
To highlight where he's going. So but we're not going with that. We're going with black on black hoodies, all stealth, and we'll have an announcement on that in the next week or so. All good?
All good, mate.
We'll leave it there, and we'll speak to everyone soon. Thank you very much. First and foremost, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Asylum podcast. We're in association with Gym Buddy. Gym Buddy is a fitness network created to streamline the interaction between gyms and gym users. Whether you're a gym looking for a new revenue stream or a prospective gym rat looking to get in shape, Gym Buddy provides the platform to do so. They strive to deliver an experience that will support users both mentally and physically to become the best version of themselves. Download the Gym Buddy app today.
We are also brought to you by Plant the Seed. Plant the Seed are a family-run business based in West Sussex, providing high-quality, 100% organic CBD products. A company passionate about CBD and fully invested into providing you a product you can trust. Their researched range of full-spectrum CBD oils are made from Swiss-grown hemp and 100% organic sunflower oil. All their oils are 100% certified and extracted using CO2 extraction methods. All products are third-party lab tested, ensuring each drop contains the cannabinoid you need for a healthy, happy you.
Lastly, we're also sponsored by Fit Stuff. Their product range is tailored to suit the modern-day individual who wants to be able to improve their body and health no matter what.
Gone are the days of busy gyms waiting in line for equipment or worrying about what other members are thinking or doing.
At Fit Stuff, they understand the importance of being fit and healthy, but they want to make your journey to the new improved you as easy as possible. Thanks again for listening. Be sure to sign into our Instagram, our Facebook, interact with us, follow us, subscribe on YouTube, and we'll talk to you again very soon.